So, good morning everybody. We are getting ready to mow this one again. I've filmed this one before, but the difference today, get down low here, might be able to see, we've got a little bit of morning dew on the grass, and that means that it will do a mist when you mow it off of there. Something I really like. So that's what I'm going to film, try to get it in slow motion. And then probably in the same vlog, I'm going to try to get that one way over there, because there's actual stripes on that one that I've been working on. I want to show you. So anyway, let's get started. Got the GoPro all set up for that angle over there, and let's do it. Alright guys, I'm coming on camera right now. I know the lines were all over the place on that one. I wanted to explain in case you guys didn't figure it out. I was filming, so I was concentrating on the camera angles. So yeah, I know my lines were all over the place. If I didn't come on camera and explain that, boy, I was going to be inviting all kinds of, advice? I don't know. But no, that was because of the filming. I choked. I got messed up because I was concentrating on the camera angles. Anyway, let me go get my snapper and I'll do the backyard and the entire other yard because it actually seems to stripe. Wait till you see it. Okay, all done now. And boy, just look at the grass. It's finally started raining here in Florida. And, well, when it starts raining here in Florida, it kind of keeps raining for about 4 months. So if we're in the rainy season, we're going to get this every day. We have rain in the forecast today. We had a 70% chance of rain yesterday, which of course means that it didn't rain. But if we're in the rainy season, then all of the yards are going to start looking like this, and this is going to be good. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Okay, here is yard number 2, and I've been working on this one. I'm going to show you here in the backyard. Don't know how well this is going to show up on camera, but basically you got to keep the pattern going to establish stripes in St. Augustine. Maybe you can see them, maybe you can't, but after I mow you should be able to see. And I've been doing the same thing in the front yard. So, well, let me just mow it. Okay, so here we go, all done. And as you can see, I got actual stripes. But, you know, that's not easy to do here with the St. Augustine grass. I'll show you why. Let me get down close. You can see, turn this way. See, St. Augustine grows in all different directions instead of just straight up like normal grass. So it grows more like a sponge. And so you got to kind of mow it in the same direction over and over again over the course of a month or two to get it to kind of develop a grain. And then at that point it's about time to change up the pattern because it starts to form a rut, because it's usually very wet in Florida, and you'll get some tire marks as you're seeing here. So now that I've established these stripes, it's time to change. And so like half the time I don't even try. Like over here, like you saw me just going this way, and that way. And that makes it kind of look like two giant stripes. Which is fine. I mean, the customers never even ask anything. And even when you establish beautiful stripes, they don't say, hey, those stripes look great. It's really just lawn services doing what they want to do. See that? So now I've developed these kind of wheel ruts. And so I've got to change. Not that I'm going to go this way, but I have to move over like 6 or 8 inches and not follow the same wheel marks. And so anyway, that will do it. Well, that'll do it for this vlog. I want to shout out again to Andy, Cut and Clean. He's just not getting enough subs. I mean, he's getting a lot of subs, but he needs like thousands of subs. So I'm shouting out to Cut and Clean Lawn Service again. Go see Andy. Just subscribe before you start watching. Anyway, that'll do it. Everybody have a good one.